All right, hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Old World According to Jams. I, of course, am Jams, and we are back into our Aksum High Calamity game, where I'm going to go ahead and end the turn as we go ahead and talk about really quickly what we're going to do this session. So, my militia here had been killed by Vandals, who I am now at war with. I've got a tribal raid coming in up here, which I'm kind of sort of set to deal with these militia and the slinger. All right, we've got a caravan mission to Greece that complete. Wonderful. Okay. We also have Thracians up here that I'm at war with. Here comes another unit toward Mendefera. Okay. We are going to be busy, busy, busy. Let me take a look at my worker that needs something to do. One turn on a free archer. Did I get land consolidation? Yes, I did. I think let's go ahead and... This is far enough from the front line. It should be fine. Maybe I go to that one, though. I'll go to this honey first. And I'll go ahead and get the grove on that. All right. So that takes care of our worker. I want to hit this raiding unit really quickly. Okay. And I think I want to get this tribal unit over this way to help deal with this raider. What promotion do I have on you? Fierce. Four, 3, 2. These are ranged. So probably about 4 is what they would do. I'm going to bring my spearmen back into the city to heal. And I'm going to kind of come around the back of this unit to hit with this tribal unit. Okay, we got a lot more vandals over here. This one I cannot move. That's fine. I want to repair the damage here. Slinger in 2 turns there. Settler in 7 turns out of Adulis. I was saying Adulis because I think I'm going to blame No Legs Kitten. I was watching his stream, and with his accent, he was saying Adulis, so I just kind of picked it up. I'm not sure if it's an Adulis or a Dulis. I was watching another video on the history of Aksum, and they were calling it a Dulis. I might start calling it a Dulis. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out later. But just an interesting little side note there. All right, we've got 6 orders left. Let's take a look at our events. Philosophy studies. Now that Duke Asanas has completed the study of philosophy, how shall he contribute? Scholar or builder? Ooh. I do love my builders, but I also want to keep my science good and high. So I think I'm going to go ahead and... Although he is 3 wisdom. The discipline wouldn't be bad. No, I'm going to go ahead and pick Scholar. Persuasion. Queen Consort Molpadio wishes to learn the fine art of courtly persuasion, but she abhors crowded feasts and revels. How should we accommodate her? Hire a master orator, and she becomes eloquent, which I think is great. I have the money, so I might as well do that. No reason to make her mad at me. I forgot that I have a Scythian wife. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to just take a heal on both of these. I want them to be full strength for the fight that we have going on. This unit is just hanging out, guarding the city site. Is there anything that I can do? No, I don't have any training. But I do have some scouts that haven't moved in a while. Okay, we've met the Numidians. Scouts have discovered a Numidian camp in the distance, and they report frequent meetings between the Numidians and other tribes. An alliance against our expansion may be forming. Earn the Numidians' trust with a gift of 320, and I get 40 opinion with them, or do nothing and keep watch. I think I'll just do nothing and keep watch. I don't really want to spend all of my gold right this second. Where's my other scout? Down here. I really should continue to keep scouting, so I think we'll go ahead and do that. Get up on this hill. All right, we've got a ruin. We'll get that next turn, and we'll go ahead and end it. Okay. An earthquake has caused a tile to become a hill, but it still doesn't tell me where, I don't think. Anyway, I've got my free archer. Caravan has completed, which I believe, yes, completed that ambition. Wonderful. My Queen Dowager, which is my mother, is now severely ill. Duke Asanis has become impious. That's unfortunate. And recent events have shaken the confidence of General Gudrat, and he has lost a charisma. Okay? Completed the legacy. The Numidians come into the city with a marriage proposal for my son, Prince Alameda. I don't think I want to do a Scythian marriage, or a Numidian marriage right now to my heir. I'll go ahead and just take the -20. Now that Duke Saizana has completed a study of commerce, how shall he contribute to the court? Commander or schemer? I think I like the idea of a schemer. No, you know what? Actually, we'll go with commander. Okay. 3 workers. Let's get them working. What do we have? So we have honey here now. All right, I'm lumber milling. Yeah, I want to get this gardener out as soon as possible. So that's what I'll do on that one. What am I going to do with this worker? I guess let's get both of these honey up. Actually, no, I'll just get this one honey up for now. I'll bring this worker over into this city to get a lumber mill. I need to get these lumber mills up and going as soon as possible. 2 citizens in Mendefera. One of them is going on here, although that's going to be a long ways away because I've got military coming in, but I think that's fine. All right, unit up. Okay, here's my free archer. I think it would be a good idea to put them into the trees here. We've got a general. Who is the best for this archer? This might be really great. Plus 21 attack, plus 15 defense, 6% critical chance, plus 6 XP, heal in neutral, plus 50 happiness per military unit killed in nearest city. That's pretty darn good. Ooh, but 25 versus tribal units. Yeah, I'm going to take that. My queen consort. Definitely on that. Okay, 8 orders left. They're attacking Haulti. 3 years on a slinger. Get 9 damage on this unit. I think that's relatively safe. I need to get these units... Ooh, nice, critical. Need to get these units taken care of. Can I get a kill? Not quite. If I move around, I might be a little safer. Okay. Alright, these 2 units up here. Oh, I've got this too. Can I get a kill? Not quite. Attack once. Alright, get a kill there. 2 orders left. I think I need to move these slingers down to help out. So I'll move that one down. Got my research spearman, chancellor, and chariot axeman archer. I like the idea of axeman. Well, I've got Numidians, so I will need spearmen. My family opinion's okay for now. Is Chariot. Chariot could help me out, because I've got some pretty open ground down here by me where I'm fighting, and I am at war with the Thracians and the Vandals, and they're pretty open ground. So I think I am going to go with Chancellor, but at the same time, I'm going to mark Phalanx, I think. Ooh, no, Steel, because I can get a free demit. And I'll take that free demit for sure. How am I looking on laws? I've got one available, which would give me 3. Centralization or vassalage. Vassalage isn't really giving me much. I might actually take centralization here. Do I have any marsh to farm? Not really. But the extra science isn't nothing. So I think I'm going to take actually vassalage this time. Or centralization, rather. Take centralization. So now I only need one more law to get my unique unit out. Okay, we'll go ahead and end that turn. Look at all of these notifications. Wow. Okay, reports of a tribal raid from a Scythian encampment near Abdulis. This queen of the Vandals is dead. There's a new queen. And my governor of Adulis and my mother has died in office. Okay, last request. Queen consort Admas always had a dream to see her son Duke Israel on the throne. Admas did not live to see it, but she did set wheels in motion. She amassed a significant personal fortune now earmarked for the Aksumite treasury on one simple condition: Duke Israel is to be named heir to the throne. I am not going to do that. That's fine, because Duke Israel is probably going to die pretty soon. He's like in his close to his 60s. Past in perfect tense, your Numidian interpreter struggles. King Bacchus is accusing as many, the rising star, of inappropriate relations involving Massinissa, the Numidian, a priest among the Numidians. The war party demands as many return to them to face another difficult to translate word. As many is not going anywhere, that's fine. I'll take the war. Do we have enough civics to choose a governor? We do. Both of these are minus training, which in Adulis is not great. But this one gives me more, and is a builder. I'll take that. That's fine. Rancher completed. We can found religion. Should we? We could get Judaism. I might get Judaism anyway, though. Do I have another source of horses? I think I do, right? Yeah, I do. I'll get Judaism anyway, so I'm going to skip Judaism for now. Well, I'm not going to do it right now. But I might do found religion later to maybe get Christianity or Manichaeism. That'd be pretty cool. Other than that, in Sabay, I think we need a slinger. I don't have a citizen to do any specialists. Council wouldn't really do much. Festival might not be a terrible idea, but let's do treasury. Let's do a treasury. Okay, scouts. I need to move this scout because he is in danger from the Numidians there, and I might as well bring him home to heal. All right, we've got our slinger. Can I promote? Yes. Let's promote with... These are all ranged, I think. Let's go with shield bearer. And I'll put the slinger in these woods. Oh, I can't because I just upgraded it. Never mind. I might actually back that off. I think I'm going to back that off because I want to get attacks now. So I'll come over here. Come over here. Hit with the tribal unit first. We'll hit with the slinger. And we'll kill with the archer. The People's General. Victory in battle has increased the fame of the renowned Queen Consort. She has become the subject of popular songs and stories, and our advisors fret over her growing popularity, which might yet prove to be a threat to my rule. I only have one answer, which is we should keep an eye on her. She gains a charisma. Good for her. She is a very, very good character. Okay. I want to get a kill here. I think I will come out of the city to do so. This tribal unit, I don't want it to die, but I would like to get another kill. Another tribal unit will come out in a turn. I'll get a kill there. What else do we have? This slinger. This slinger is going to be needed. Should I bring it all the way down to Hawulti? Maybe I bring it down to here. That still gives me 2 orders. I can bring this slinger down a bit as well. And we'll go ahead and end the turn. Alright, I didn't get a kill there, but that unit disappeared. Duke Saizana, recent actions have called into question his judgment. He's lost a wisdom. Great. Prison conscripts. As the enemy descends upon Mendefera, Garsamat the Schemer approaches me with a suggestion. She proposes that the prisons of Mendefera should be emptied and the prisoners conscripted into the army. They wouldn't be trained, but it would be an effective way of bolstering my armed forces. I think militia is a great idea. It is trouble, but I could use the help. So I'll do it. I'll bring a militia here. I'll bring a militia here. I'll bring my slinger here. Bring this tribal unit here. And then I can hit with the militias first, because they are basically meat shields. I can kill with the archer. I can get some good damage on that unit. This slinger is going to come down into Adulis. This slinger is going to go into Hawulti. My spearman's going to come back around and heal. They did kill that Scythian unit, which I expected they would. I'm going to heal this militia. Heal this militia. This slinger can get steadfast, which I will bring the slinger around and get that steadfast. Not right this second, but next turn. Nothing much else to do. Quick turn. We'll go ahead and end it. I'll have to try to remember to bring this slinger in next turn. Carthage is now at war with the Scythians. There is yet time. Patriarch Ozba implores me do not let Aksum turn its back on the gods. He talks of a younger generation who do not even know the ancient names, of traditions fallen from practice, of a casual disrespect for the old ways. When the gods hear our worship, they are a shield against all misfortune and a sword against our enemies. Should we falter, I fear in time Adulis will stand not as a mighty pillar of a great nation, but a monument of hubris built on rubble and bones. I can sacrifice 130 food to have a feast in the honor of the gods, or I can tell him that times are changing, people are changing, and we enter a new age. Aksumite paganism is already pretty upset with me, and even though this could lead to future events, which I'm pretty sure I know what the future events are, I'll go ahead and sacrifice the food. Disrespect. From the look on Asmani's face, I would think the Carthaginians were demanding firstborn children rather than iron shipments. Does Osmalik really think Aksum is so weak as to grovel at his passing whim? Any response but spit in his face would be too kind and a stain on Aksumite honor. Carthage is stronger, but Carthage is also all the way down here. So I fail to understand how they're going to do anything. Stains are easier to remove than invading armies. I really don't feel like giving them the iron. I think they can declare war, and I'll get free legitimacy. That's fine. I fail to see how this is going to impact me much in the right now. Silphium. The Aksumite pagan Agaz have discovered that clergy of the religion are using a special supply of the medicinal herb Silphium. As well as being immensely valuable, the resin of the plant is used as perfume, and a recent trend has seen it take a central role in Aksumite pagan rituals. With a limited supply, Agah family asked that I use my influence to acquire some of the herb. Alright, so I'm not cautious. I can't do that. I'm not devout, so I can't do that. Unfortunately, I can just say pass a law restricting the herb to use with the clergy. That's pretty okay because it gives me 40 opinion with the Aksumite Pagan, and they're only minus 35 now. Courting power. Duke Saizana makes it clear, and he and the Agazis have no intention of being sidelined in the rise of Aksum. Saizana desires a presence in the Adulis royal palace and insists that means my heir, Prince Alameda, marrying Kuname the Scholar, an up-and-coming young Agazi suitor. So Alameda is not married. Opinion with the Agazi, I think that's probably fine. I don't really see a problem with that. She's deceitful, which is less than great, but sure, why not? Completely fine with that. Okay, 2 citizens in Hawulti. We need to get some things going. Let's get this stonecutter. Probably good for now. Now we've got 2 slingers and a spearman in Hawulti. I will heal the spearman again. I'll smack that Vandal unit. I'll come over here and smack him again. We've got another tribal unit, so I'll go ahead and hit these Vandal units. We're going to bring this slinger over here to hit this raider. All right, we've got a good position here in Mendefera. 1 more raider dead. I'll heal the scout. Here comes a Thracian down toward Adulis. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, I have another joyous wedding. So the marriage of Alameda and Kuname brings the nation great joy. How do we celebrate? Small private affair for a discipline. All families 20 opinion. I like that. Or 80 culture in Adulis. I'll take the all families 20 opinion. I think that's really good. Worker completed in Masawa. Good, good. Let's go ahead and get walls in here since this is kind of a frontier city, I think. With the worker, in here we've got salt, which is really good. We've also got lumber mill on fresh water, excellent, and we've got salt. I'm going to go ahead and start the salt first. All right, these units are done with their lumber mills. You're done with your honey. But I want to get this slinger coming around, so I'll do that. I do have a luxury to send. It's perfume. What cities are the most unhappy? Hawulti's pretty unhappy. Let's send the perfume to Hawulti. And cities, Hawulti. I think that's a good idea. That'll help with it. It's discontent 4, but -3 discontent a year. So we are moving in the right direction. Maybe I'll do actually a festival in there too, because that'll give me 40 happiness. That'll get me down to another level. That's not a bad idea. I might consider that in a little bit. But that's a good place to end the year. Did want to bring up, if you haven't seen, there is a 5-way battle royale between myself, the Purple Bull Moose, Fluffy Bunny, Alcaraz, and Scientific. That's happening. The first episode is live in my live tab, if you haven't seen it already. It is a little bit different than my normal pacing, obviously because it's a live and because it's a multiplayer. There are significant gaps that I really can't do much to fill. I'm going to consider recording the next session so that way I can edit out the dead air and everything. Do keep in mind that that's my first live. I've never been live before, and I kind of don't know what I'm doing yet with it, so I'm going to, between now and the next session, try to research on how to make things work a little bit smoother and whatnot. Also in that game, I'm not playing my best, so it is definitely something to note I'm playing Babylon in that game, where I've only played Babylon 3-4 times and never against multiplayers. I'm not making the best decisions, things like that. There is a live commentary stream over on the Mohawk Twitch channel, narrated by No Legs Kitten, where you can see the perspective of all the players, and some other players have put out their lives as well. But I just wanted to let you know, if you're interested in that, it is definitely something. So my wife has given birth to a daughter, and I have Duchess Makeda. Duke Asanas has been feeling quite poor and is now ill. High water. Another season of rains in Hawulti, and every river and stream is filled to its banks. The locals send prayers to the heavens and pleas to their king that their houses and families might remain safe. 340 gold and 110 stone to try to make plans, or 20 XP and future events. I have plenty of stone, plenty of money, so I'll go ahead and try to flood-proof things. Secret fund. The court merchants bring to my attention a significant discrepancy in the taxes paid by the Agazi family. It appears that the Agazis have been diverting gold meant for the royal vault into their own coffers and estates. This sensitive information has yet to be revealed to the court, so there is time for me to choose my course of action. The Agazi are right now only plus 20 with me. I can correct this error in judgment and move on, -2 legitimacy. I can lose my righteous trait, and everyone seems happy with the current arrangement. Or not only do I want justice, I am owed back payments, -40 on the Agazi. I don't want to lose my righteous, although I am pretty old. I think I'll take the -2 legitimacy, correct the error, and move on. Okay. Oof. This slinger got smacked pretty good. Let's go ahead and bring that slinger back and heal. Let's bring this slinger up. Let's promote with steadfast. Alright, raiders seem to be taken care of in here for now. However, this is a good time to strike back. So, I'll heal up some of these units. I think I get XP from her, right? Yes, 6 XP a year. How much do I need? Oh, a little bit more than that. Okay, I'll spend the 6, and I'll go ahead and get focus, I think, there. And on this unit, I'll take focus as well. I want to get these 2 working on lumber mills. I want to get you working on this grove. Those militia can hang out. You've completed that grove. The city probably needs some growth, huh? Yeah. Let's get some farms going over here. Okay. That's all my workers. I'm going to leave that militia there. Over here, I think what I'm going to do is hit here, and heal this unit up to full, because we got a lot of stuff coming in, and we need to take care of it. So that'll end the turn. Lot of raiders. Lot of raiders. But it's free XP for my units, although it is slightly hindering my expansion. Luckily, I have a settler coming out, and this site is free, so I'll be taking that. That'll definitely, I think, be another champion's city, because it's got ore right here. It's kind of backed into a mountain thing, so it's kind of defensible. Probably settle, like, right here, maybe. Or right here. And then from there, we can start launching attacks on the Thracians from up here, as well as the Numidians. Are we at war with every single tribe? Except for the Scythians, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, good place to end the year. I've been babbling. But it's just interesting that I'm so at war with everybody. I know we're at war with Carthage, not that it really matters, because they're so far away. Alright, looks like I've met Assyria. Injured Assyrian. Shouts from the trees. Our men hurry toward the noise and discover an injured Assyrian lying in the dirt. His companions work frantically to treat his wounds. According to the men, the caravan was transporting goods to the nearest Assyrian city. When they were attacked by bandits, they managed to repel the attackers and save their cargo of fine wine. Treat his wounds and escort the caravan to its destination for 20 opinion with Syria. Negotiate exchange for protected goods. I can spend 680 for 150 training. Don't really need that. Or I can kill the Assyrians and steal the cargo. I don't need to do that. So I'll just take the opinion with Assyria. It's already pretty high, which is good. Reports of tribal rage from a Vandal encampment. Yes, I have spoked wheel, and the governor has converted to Aksumite paganism. Wonderful. With Assyria, maybe we should see if, although they are pretty far away, I don't really know if I care. Who's up here? Egypt. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a chancellor. Anybody good? Ooh. Prince Alameda is a pretty decent chancellor, although he's the heir. And although I'm not ill, I am 62. So I don't want to waste the civics and the orders to do that. Although Oligarch Lob is pretty decent, even though she's 43, so I think maybe we'll do that. First thing I'm going to do is run a family gifts, I think, on the Agazi. Okay. So that's that. Waters rise higher yet, so we have a flood here in Hawulti. Okay. That's kind of good because it means that they can't really... They have to come around to attack me. Okay, we've got 2 slingers here. Let's go ahead and hit... -5, yeah, that's fine. Hit here, and hit here, almost a kill. There's a settler. I don't know if that settler moving up there right now is the best idea, only because I need a force to take out that Thracian. And I've got Thracians down here to deal with, so I might settle this city first, as it were. Alright, I can't move enough to attack. That's fine. Bring the militia up. Bring the archer up. Okay. Attack with the militias. Attack with the slinger. Critical. Kill with the archer. Excellent. What else do we have going on? 4 orders left. 1 worker needs something to do. That's my settler. Alright, waters rise higher yet. This time there is no question whether floods pose a danger to Hawulti. Turbulent waters overflow riverbanks across the region, and while some sturdy construction and drainage system help, the scale of damage and disruption remains unprecedented. For legitimacy for me. Treasury is completed. I've got 1 citizen. I think I probably want to get this gardener for the honey. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Get these specialists out. Should I rush it? 300 civics. I've got them. If I what's the benefit of rushing? Then I could do something else. Warrior slinger, maybe? Not sure. I'll give it a turn and think about it. 4 orders remaining. Okay. These units are kind of sort of stuck right now, but that's okay. I'll let the Scythians fight these Vandals right here. Ooh, getting a kill on a raider would be great. I'll go ahead and get a kill on the raider. This unit could use a general or a promotion. Since I've got slingers, do I have any... If same adjacent, yes I do, Cezanna. We'll go ahead and put Cezanna on there. And I could promote my spearmen as well. Nothing's really good, so I'll just move my spearmen up this way. No, actually, I'll leave him there because the flood's probably going to end next year, and then he can just attack over this way. Hopefully... 5 HP, 4 HP... 5 HP? It's a little close. 14 out of 20. Hopefully this slinger doesn't die. So maybe actually I do bring the spearman down. That way he presents another target. Alright. Choose research. Free horseman or free horse archer? either one of those is pretty good. Although I want to get my I want to get my unique unit up, and I need another law to do that. Horseman is a 6 strength unit. The Horseman really is too good to pass up right now. I need more forces to deal with these raiders to help me get a leg up and to really, smack these barbarians and raiders around. I have to get that done. So that's what I'm going to do. Ended the year, and we'll see what we've got coming up. News arrives from Greece that Alexander is dead. Queen Xanthippe has taken the throne, and she is pleased. Excellent. Duke Israel is severely ill. General Caesana takes deep pleasure in his own achievements, and he's proud. Duke Asanas is no longer ill. Most blessed people on earth. We receive a letter from Queen Xanthippe of Greece. Dear King Gabra, over the years you have acquired a great reputation for sagacity. Sure. I hope that you will therefore be able to answer a question for me: of all the people on earth, who is the most blessed? The court strongly suspects that Queen Xanthippe is fishing for a compliment. Should we tell them that what they want to hear? You, of course. I'm surprised you even needed to ask. Requires that I am not villainous, -1 legitimacy, and she becomes endeared to me. You can't know if anyone is truly blessed until after they are dead. She becomes disappointed with me, but I gain a wisdom. I don't want her to be disappointed with me right now, because Greece is... Where is Greece? They're close, aren't they? Ish? I'm not sure. I thought they were close. I'll say her. I can lose legitimacy, that's fine. I am not going to take any of these because I'm probably going to die soon. So that's fine. I'll lose some more legitimacy. Stonecutter completed in Hawulti. Let's get this money, growth, and everything with the Elder Shopkeeper. I think that's a good idea. Blood is over. Okay, Slinger survived. Excellent. I'm going to bring the Slinger back over this way. I will hit there. Got a kill. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get a kill over here. I think I'm going straight for the Thracian camp. I'm going to split my force a little bit. Some hitting. Queen Consort, the Scythian. Let's see. 1 wisdom, 2 charisma, 2 courage, 2 discipline. I think I like the wisdom. Chance for critical. Although, just the straight attack, it's only 4% though. I'll take the chance for critical. I think that's probably the best use of that. Go ahead and hit there. We'll get a kill here. Bring this unit over. Get a hit there. Alright. Out of orders, anything else military needs to be done. If I buy 2... I don't think I could attack there. I think I probably leave it as is, and we'll end the year. And hopefully next turn I can get some good pressure. Maybe I take this camp out. Oh, or is Greece here? Greece is here. Okay. So Greece is closer than the other nations, which is why I kind of want to keep them on decent terms. Okay. Leading the next generation, Chancellor Lob the Builder meets with me to discuss court matters, as she recently has taken up the mantle of family head of the Tigrayans in the wake of Zarkanos' death. She converses with me on various issues as I stroll through the palace gardens until finally getting to the heart of the matter. My predecessor, Zarkanos, was quite distraught at my actions based upon all the correspondence I have read. I came here to myself to see what sort of person you are. We had our differences and she can become suspicious. I am a humble servant who labors for the good of the people, and she has interceded. Or I am a supporter of the Tigrayans as much as one needs to be. I think I like the... She's interceded for me. That's really good because then it's going to really help my opinion there, and she'll work a little bit better for me. All right, that's all of my events. In Adwa, completed the Rancher. Could do a Master Acolyte. I like the idea of trying to get a Chariot out, but I should probably... It's 10 years. Maybe I can speed that up. I'll put the Chariot out. Let's get a garrison in Adwa. Military. Things that were attacked. Militias. Okay, good. That's what militias exist for. To be attacked. This slinger can get a promotion. I think I'll go with focus. We'll also heal. We can get -8 health on this one. Warrior was completed in Mendefera. Bring some units to bear. Hit with the militia. Hit with the slinger. Kill with the archer. Okay, 8 orders left. Got some scary things coming in down this way. Let's go ahead and promote this one again. I think with focus. I'll put my spearmen over here. I do want to get another promotion. I think with this one, I'm going to go with guard. He's going to be taking some hits, so I'd like him to be a little bit more resilient. Heal the slinger. 4 orders left. Anybody important idle? No. This warrior. What would be beneficial for this warrior? I want to leave him there for now. Simply because he may need to defend. I like counterattacks versus melee. Don't have same unit adjacents. I will put the Rising Star on this one, I think. That's a good use of that. 3 orders left. We have an opportunity for another lumber mill here. Bring this unit around to get that ore. No, actually, because that's in danger. I'll bring my settler over this way. I'm thinking I'm taking this this site. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. This encampment. I'll probably take that next turn, and I want to get that settled immediately. All right. Duke Israel has died. The Ghazi appreciate the gifts and 40 opinion. Excellent. Zoroastrian mythology has been established. I've got Judaism. Chancellor Lab is now ill. Judaism founded. The descendants of the prophet Abraham has settled in the city of Hawilti, bringing Judaism into the world. The Jewish believers worship God through sacrifice and the reading of their sacred texts given by God to the prophet Moses. Their dedication is such that they won't pray to any other gods and strictly follow laws set out by their religious creed. How will we support the new religion? I can gain 40 opinion of them, minus 100 civics. I've got them. I can gain 100 civics or 2 legitimacy. I'll get the opinion with them. I think that's a good idea. I don't think I want to adopt Judaism just yet. Scythian families. As the Carthaginian-Scythian war escalates, the gates of Mendefera have become crowded with families fleeing the frontier. Yes, I believe we can open the gates. Where is a good place for a slum here? Probably right here is just as good as anywhere, so I'll put slum there. Okay. Gardener completed in Adulis. I need units. Get me a warrior, please. I think also walls is a really good idea. Let's do a mint coin. Alright. Nothing died. Slinger attacked, slinger attacked. Bring this slinger into the city to heal. Get a kill here. I'm now known as the Valiant. Settler can come on down. Alright, we get hits on the Vandal site. We'll have that next turn, I think. Okay. I think we're ready to take the fight to these Vandals here. Or should I wait to bring this Slinger down? Maybe I wait to bring the Slinger down. I'll heal up this Slinger to full. I need to repair that farm, so I'll do that. Okay, you've completed the salt mine. Let's get a... Let's just do another salt mine. We'll probably do that. Miner there. Other military. I don't need to move you right this second. You're gonna hang out. You're still hanging out. Militias don't care. You guys are hanging out too. You've completed that. Can I get over to the sorghum? I can. Let's get this sorghum up next turn. And I think next turn will be the last turn. We are coming up on close to an hour of recording, so I think that's where we're going to end it after this next turn. Okay. Another tribal raid. I got my free horseman. The Rebel Queen Wakana. Okay. I don't remember this, but that's never good. She's now converted to Judaism. Duke Cezanna has gained a discipline. Young and in love. Returning from a tour of the nation, my son, Duke Asanas, bounds into the hall, unable to hide his unbound glee. Without prompting, he quickly introduces me to Nikanta the Younger, an old childhood friend whom he happened to meet again on his travels. The two traveled together for the rest of the journey and are now clearly in love. Asanas asks permission to marry Nikanta, but an advisor informs me that the Tigraine family had high hopes that Asanas would make a match with someone from their family. Shall the marriage be allowed, or is there too much risk? The opinion with the Tigraines is great, so I can take -40 with them. That's fine. I'd rather he be happy. So, units attacked. Nothing crazy. I want this encampment. And I want it now. Strange encounter. While searching the ruins of the Thracian camp, our units stumble across a magnificent artifact covered in strange markings. They report that when the artifact was rubbed, a fantastic creature appeared and ordered them to leave the sacred ground or face a terrible curse. How shall we respond to such a story? Search the ruins, only fools believe such nonsense. Keep the artifact so our scholars might study its magic for 50 science, or leave the Thracian lands immediately. Let's go ahead and pick our research. We'll go ahead and go for rhetoric, and I'll take the science. That takes a turn off of that research. And I can settle this city this turn. I think 2, 3, 1. I think I'll go with the Tigrayans here. All right, that finishes another ambition. Beautiful. I forgot about the 4 luxuries to other nations. Since I've got so much honey, I'll go ahead and send it to Assyria. That gets me 2 out of 4. Hopefully I can remember that, because I've got salt that'll be coming. I think I'll have a lot more honey because I've just got so much. Let's get this farm up. Let's get this scout moving. He's been sitting for far too long. I'll go ahead and just move him that way. I think that's fine. I should still have enough orders to do all the things I need to do. Okay, raiders and stuff have come up. Let's go ahead and start smacking. I'll hit with the ranged first. And I can get a kill. Perfect. 3 orders remaining. Let's bring this. Let's look at my workers first. Who's not working? You repaired a farm there. Okay. That's really good. No luxuries down here. anything I should be building? Shrines, pastures, war shrine, money, lumber mills. Okay, so let me think about this really quick. I can get a lumber mill shrine here that will impact these two, and then here that'll double this one and do this one. So I'm probably going to do back-to-back lumber mill shrines. Let me pin that before I forget. So lumber mill shrines are Metter. Oh, that's potential bonus. It's for adjacent mines. But I do like the training on it, so I think I still probably will do it. This would be a good place for Metter because we've got 2 mines right there. And we could do lumber mill. I don't think I have polytheism though, do I? I do have polytheism. Perfect. All right. Let's do some pinning. Shrine of Metter. What shrines do I have in here? I have the war shrine in here. I think I do Metter and Metter if I can do it. Just for some extra training. Although it is only 1 per... Oh, it's 1 per year per adjacent. So that's 2, and that's 2. So that's pretty good. That's 4 training. Although if I put 1 here instead and lumber mill that, that's actually a better idea. Let's put 1 here. We lose... Although we lose a lumber mill there. A good lumber mill on river. But if I put 1 here, then yes, I think right here is actually better. We'll put the Shrine of Metter for this city here, because it will hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the Shrine of Metter there. I'm not going to put too much more effort into it because I have other things to do. I want to general or promote this. Tactician seems pretty good. I need to heal this slinger. And I have 1 move on this slinger. I'll move him into territory. And then I'll bring him down. All right. City production. In Asmara. Walls first, methinks? Nah, slinger first. City is going to need defense. Okay. That is going to be the end of it. Thank you so very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode, please consider giving me a like. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. As of right now, I'm at like 75 subscribers, which I can't believe, considering that a week and a half ago I was at 50. So I'm really excited about that. Maybe we'll do some exciting things when we get to like 100 or 150. Maybe a Discord. I'm not sure if you'd be interested in that. If you'd be interested in that, well, let me know in the comments, please. But other than that, I'm going to leave it off here. Again, thank you for watching. This has been Old World. I have been Jams. And until the next time, I will catch you. Bye-bye.